to start it is Logan Cook. And off we go from Jacksonville. McKenzie returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, this is Singletary. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
For so long, the Jacksonville Jaguars have been seeking their franchise quarterback, and they believe they've got their guy now. How about this? 38-2 in his collegiate career, won a national championship his freshman season, and the only losses he ever suffered during the college football playoffs. Had to have a little bit of surgery in the offseason, but this is a guy who's locked in on football, has everything you're looking for in a quarterback.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Room to run past midfield. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now Lawrence for the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards to pick up there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Singletary trying the left side. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Let's go, let's bring it, let's bring it.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go, you tighten up.
Here's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
We dominate today. No pain, no gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown. Devin Singletary. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And able to get this out to the 25. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, it's Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vernon Butler busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he finds Beasley, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at their 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Moss, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Single receiver, single receiver.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58, the Mike.
From the shotgun, Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Tupper! Hey, Haywood! Hard!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Mike's 49.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Lawrence. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Seam 6. 5.
They run. Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Robinson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On play action, Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the counter. Singletary, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now it's second and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Allen now on first down. Being chased out left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Go, boys, bring it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Outlaw.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Allen will try again on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, tight. Check right 54. Watch the run. 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it. They don't want it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued.
Ready? Mike's 49. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 49. 49's the Mike. 49. Coming. I'm here all day. 5.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Starla Tulele able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
58 Mike, 58 Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the 2nd half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
49.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Allen off the play fake. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10.
4 down. Check.
Hey, zoom. Hey, Delta.
They'll give to Hyde. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run with Singletary. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
18.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Opposite. 6 coming.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. First down, a run with Hyde. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
That caught by Manhurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lawrence will throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. 49 smoke.
Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I'm gonna run you over. 49.
Lawrence. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go!
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. Singletary loses it, and the Jags grab it. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
We're going to shut you down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a 1st down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to give a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
49,
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 7.
58 is the money. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now Lawrence to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air, but I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here I come.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ed Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, and deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did, but they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.